Good evening, good
And
evening.
welcome to Sportopsy, live on North Cotswold Community Radio. Stop waving at yourself, Smooth.
I'm knackering. I can't talk.
No. Easy for you to say.
Bonus.
Last week we had bugger all in the studio, just me and Shmoo.
Yeah.
This week we're
Listen, we're fully loaded.
we are loaded.
We're fully loaded. I've been fully loaded for months. That's another story.
We have got Canal Wild. Good evening, Canal.
Good evening.
Or as I like to call him, Canal.
Or I like to call him Porking Out.
That's another story.
Should we have a sing song?
We've got Paul, the Villa fan with the cake.
Porking Out, Porking Out, Porking Out, Porking Out, Porking Out. We're all adults as well, and what is it in here?
It is very
Woo!
warm.
We need to open doors. I'll do that in a minute. You are listening to Sportopsy live on North Cotswold Community Radio.
And we've got Spaz and Paul with the cake.
We've also got Villa Paul.
With the
So
cake.
if we've got 3 Villa fans. It's a good job Villa ain't playing at home tonight because it'd be half
Actually,
empty.
that's a bit of a mare, isn't it?
It's a bit
3
of a
Villa
mare.
fans, a Liverpool supporter, and a
West Bromwich Albion
yeah.
supporter.
Let's leave it there. All right. Okay.
Well, I was thought it was. Oh, no.
You're not sure who you booing, were you?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm
Anyway,
doing.
if you would like to email the show, because we do need the participation of everybody listening. If you want to email the show, it's
God, it's boiling. It's studio at northcotswoldonline.com. I like this background noise. That leads us nicely on to the first topic of the night.
the first topic. But if you would like to phone the show, as I'm sure Joe, who's going to phone in as Barney,
Possibly Mark Young, I don't know.
Mark Young,
I haven't spoken
and
to him.
Barney, just to get his own back on Joe Doe, is going to phone in as Joe Doe.
No, Joe Doe's going to... Yes. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Anyway.
But I don't think we had it on recording, did we? Gutted.
No. So if you want to phone the show, it's 0844 880 8265. I think Shmoo's going through the changes, just had to leave. I don't know why he's leaving. He's opening all the doors. Obviously the air conditioner's not working. We weren't as warm as this in the summer.
I always said he was a dried up.
There'll be pint glass in your carport.
Oh, porking owl.
Paul.
Porking out,
No,
porking out.
I meant poor Sparrow.
Oh, right.
Gutted. I've only gone and left me pint
Oh,
glass.
does that mean you won't be able to put your girly lemonade
Yeah.
in the can?
It's lime, he has.
Do you think you'll be able to nip out and pick that glass out of that?
You got more chance of platting fog.
That's so harsh. Anyway, right, we got loads to talk about tonight, and one topic in particular.
Well, there's two really, because I want to start the show because I've been asked to do this by Andy Patson,
Yeah.
who says he will be listening tonight, but I don't think he will. England played Poland
No, when?
Tuesday.
Oh, how did we get on?
Only Tuesday.
Tuesday, I think we won.
Hey! Does that mean we qualified?
We qualified
Good.
for Brazil. I'd like to say because
I've shaved me Brazilian in.
I've convinced my missus that we're going to Rio. Right? She's not.
No.
She's looking after the dog.
Yeah.
But I've convinced her that me and Daniel Scrivens is going to Rio.
Yeah.
Because that's where the football. It's not.
It's not going to happen, is it?
But we're going to Rio.
You'll just be out in Evesham for the.
No, we'll be in Rio.
Oh, sorry, for the week.
We're actually going to be in
the
Rio.
week.
If you want to.
Because it's
go-
England, isn't it?
They say if you book now to watch all the games that England's going to play in the qualifying games with the flights and the hotels and that, like $7,000.
Yeah.
I've worked out I can do it for about 2.5 to have 3 weeks in Rio, and the missus will think I've gone to the game.
Right. Okay.
You go in cargo class as a package or something.
Did he say package?
I think he did.
Oh, thank God
Because
for that.
this is topical again.
Thank God for that. I wasn't sure.
Package.
Package.
Can I just say that to people who obviously Paul's new and Paul's pretty new, we are monitored. We
We
are
are.
monitored, yeah.
We have to be
Yeah,
careful.
otherwise we'll be,
No swearing.
yeah. Yeah, we need to be careful.
Right, so going back to what I was saying, England won the game.
Have it!
But there was 18,000 tickets allocated to the Polish.
Right,
Who cares?
and there are a
Who
lot,
cares?
well we care, because they
We believe there was 25,000 Polish supporters
Yeah.
Yes, and
in
they
the
made
ground.
more
That's
noise
out
than
of-
what ever any England fans would.
That is out of
So therefore-
500,000 that actually reside here in
Now,
the UK.
Paul,
like that.
before you overshadow the conversation, can I just say we weren't allowed to buy England tickets for the England-Scotland game
Yes.
because they were scared that the Scottish would infiltrate the English fans
Yeah, I know,
and
it's
be in
much
there.
more honest.
So we weren't allowed anywhere near the allocation we should have.
no.
But lo and behold, the FA thought it was right that anybody with a UK postcode could buy tickets for the England-Poland game outside of the Polish allocation.
That's right.
So there was 7,000 people estimated got in with the England crowd. Not only that,
They knew the back doors in because they built the place, to be fair.
well, that's not a bad shout. But
they had
not,
home advantage, Squiv.
not only that, Septic Bladder has now decided that he is going to fine the English FA
Oh,
for the
unbelievable.
Polish throwing flares at Wembley. And the reason he's cited this
But hang on.
is because our security wasn't good enough.
But I agree with that. I'm sorry, I agree with that. The security wasn't good enough because they obviously weren't searching them because flares are banned. I've got no problem with that idiot
But
at all.
have you seen how they do the search?
I've been searched a number of times going into Wembley and it was minimal. Minimal. Yeah. Yeah.
So you can
I
hide a
suppose
flare
it's
on
minimal
you.
purely on the grounds that they got an awful lot of people to get through.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed
It-
to touch
it'll-
you.
But that's
all
not the
that sort of
point.
rubbish.
What?
No, it's not the
Especially after what we've I've had to put up with
I've
over the
got to be
last
honest,
10 years with regarding terrorist attacks and stuff like that.
I'll hold my hands up here because I had major problems with it
Hands in the air.
because
We could have done a better.
I genuinely thought that there was going to be loads of trouble with the Polish.
You're too premature.
I am premature. That's honourable to
All
say
right,
that.
I'll get me coat.
No, carry on, sorry.
We just
We
did
were
the-
doing a Mexican way.
You're the one that got phased.
All right, okay. No change there.
No.
I genuinely thought that there was going to be a lot of trouble, and I thought this is going to. The irony of it all was that England would win the game, and then we get kicked out because of the crowd violence
Yeah.
by the English.
I think that's what Septic Bladder had actually decided as well.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, because I saw it, but I missed it. The lad who invaded the pitch, was he an English boy or was he one of our Polish friends? He looked like he was having a good time. Anyway.
That was amazing. Brilliant.
gotta
It was
be-
more than one.
Gotta be honest.
No,
it's not about the
no,
naked
I
one.
said to you that because you said this. I said, look, there's.
I was a steward.
And he was like, there's loads of
Yeah,
them
no,
coming
go
on.
on.
There's loads of them. I said, there's stewards going after him. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I was paranoid by
I'll
that
sit
time.
down then.
Fair play to the bugger, he ran the length of the pitch.
I know he did.
Do you know, can I just say, it's like a sweatbox in here, him, our host, mine host, has decided
Keith Lemon.
to drop his backside.
I have. Only because I'm worried about my line.
I would like to say that lad who stripped naked and ran the length of the pitch
Oh,
probably was quicker than Walcott. And at one stage I thought it was
was that
him.
with the rain? When I went,
That's a bit
that was
unfair.
it.
I
because
thought it was
Walcott is
him.
injured at the moment.
Yeah, but I thought it was him.
He must have had too much vodka and got confused. He thought he was coming through immigration. He was that fast.
Hang on a minute. We're monitored.
I think that's a great.
Yeah,
great
so do I. I think that was one of the. We all got up and applauded that lad as well. Was he an English lad over there that did it? It was.
Nobody
one.
knows.
No.
Nobody knows.
Really
But
good.
Get
He
arrested
was,
for
he
it,
was
no?
either on the Polish vodka or he had access to the Polish
Oh
vodka.
yeah. Just genius.
What's on the subject of drinks? Are you on the Devonshire tramp fuel tonight?
No. See, I think that's odd because you said it was the Polish truck fuel last time, and I thought that was a bit harsh. It was brewed in Devon.
Yeah, it was brewed in Devon. We know. We could tell that. I'm watching you walk back towards the car.
Was that when we did Sport Tipsy?
So it was Sport Tipsy. It'll be Sport Tipsy again after about 8:30 tonight. So we're going to welcome emails on all that, aren't we? We want to know what people's thoughts are. I personally think there were fans that went to the Montenegro game couldn't get an answer out of the FA for love nor money. Simply couldn't get a ticket.
No.
Right? They were ringing up talk sport shows. There were a few out there, and he said, I wanted to take my son. We've been to 3 of the games in the group, one away, 2 home, and basically, he just couldn't get the tickets. They gave them all to the polls. I couldn't believe. Do you know what? Like you said, if it had kicked off where they mix the fans, am I right here saying that they mixed at one area?
Well, they weren't supposed to.
But they did.
But they.
What if it had kicked off? Guess who'd have been kicked out?
But the thing is,
I suppose we should be thankful that on the night, all of the fans behaved themselves well. Everybody enjoyed the game, and it was a good game of football to watch. So, fair play to everyone involved.
I was in Evesham watching it, and my concern was the English, and not the. There was a group of Polish and another group, small group, and my concern was the English in there. To be fair, I thought the Polish were absolutely admirable. My opinion.
I want to throw another thing, because we didn't actually go into the playoffs. Where if we had, how bad would it have been? Because not only have you got Greece in there, you've now got Ukraine, but you've got France, Portugal. There's some horrific teams in there that you wouldn't want to face.
I think the win on the night, and over the 2 games even, it did everybody a favour, because I think, like you said, not only would not have wanted to have been in the playoffs because of the teams in there, but I think that would also have changed the fans' mood. And at that point, if we'd have failed on Tuesday night, that's when it may
have kicked off.
May in big inverted commas with exclamation marks. That's when it probably would have turned horrible.
If we turn it the other way, let's go on to the other thing. Roy Hodgson has had a lot of stick recently, but do you agree that he has performed? We've not lost a game. We've conceded fewer goals than anybody else
4
apart
goals,
from
isn't it?
Spain.